Just fucking do it. But anyway. Hello. Thank you. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Welcome back, Rivers, and we are getting back to the fucking likes on the live. Very good. Welcome back, Ken. Welcome back, Destiny. Good evening and good morning, Kales. Very good. Thank you for asking. Very good. Thank you for asking. As well. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Everyone who is back. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. When does it drop? Tonight? Shouldn't be tonight. That would be quite something if it was tonight. Because it would be at like 2 in the morning. So 3 in the morning, actually. Oh, they were just doing it on California time. So, well, Pacific Standard. They're doing it on Pacific Standard, so that'd be midnight for them. Fair enough, yep. Welcome back, Remy. Yeah, thank you for the feather mask, Shauna. Appreciate that. Very good. See how fast we can hit 10K? Possibly. It has been good. Thank you for asking. I'm glad that you love it. Thank you, Destiny. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing the live, Shauna. Stephanie, it's fine. Welcome back, Danita. It's going good. Thank you for asking. Yes, it is. Obviously. Come on now. That's obvious. We all know it is. Welcome back, Melina. We're just starting. We're waiting for people to gather in. As we do. As it happens. Make sure that if you are going to share the live, if you're going to repost the live, if you're going to like the live, do it now. Because this is when it matters most. This is when it matters most. Absolutely. So, thank you, Sean M. Rivers, for liking the live. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Rivers, you've been gone for weeks. Gone for weeks. But thanks both Ken and Destiny, that's awesome. Glad to hear you listening and loving what you're listening to. Thank you for sharing the live, Shauna, Remy, and Shauna again. Thank you for sharing the live, Destiny and Remy. And Remy again. Yeah, I have a playlist that, well, if you listen on Apple Music, then it might be harder to find, but I do have a public playlist of all my songs that is one that I made for you guys to save. And on Spotify, same deal. Same deal. On Spotify, on my artist profile, there should be an artist playlist. I keep that updated. But also very cool that you have your own too. And that's a good playlist name. That is indeed a good playlist name. I would have to say. And Remy and Destiny are liking the live now too. Killer. Absolutely killer. You put a picture of me on it. No shit. Was it a good one? I know you're both from Venezuela, Melina. I knew that from days ago. Well, if every picture is a good picture of me in your perspective, then okay. Alright. I guess I wouldn't objectively, put out a photo that I thought was bad. So, I guess that makes sense. Olivinus, welcome back. And thank you, Remy, too. Ah, dolphin. Yes, Venus. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you got more coming as well. And Shauna too. God damn. I literally I hate this humidity. Well, this lack of it. It kills me. Absolutely kills me. And thank you, Melina and Rivers, too. Venus, you're hitting me with every gift in the book. Every gift in the gallery. And I'm going to go through and recognize all of them in a minute. I've been rocking the salty mug for days. Okay. Venus, thank you for the Heart Puff ×2, the Rosa ×1, the High Bear ×1, the Gold Box and Gloves ×1, the Love You So Much ×1, the Perfume ×1, the Cake Slice ×1, the 2026 ×1, the Rosa ×1, the Heart Puff ×2. Thank you so much, Venus. Much love to you. I really appreciate you so very much. And Shauna, in the middle of that, hit me with a live ranking crown. Thank you so much for that, too, Shauna. And the legend crown as well. Thank you, Shauna. I appreciate it so very much. Yeah, it's mad dry. It sucks. It's no fun. It is an awesome mug. It's one of my very few mugs. And it was a gift, actually. Rivers, I love those stickers. Thank you. 10K likes already. What the fuck, guys? Sophia's back. Let's go. Welcome back, Sophia. I'm glad you're starting to come back more regularly, Sophia. This is very good. Makes me happy. Very special, Shauna. Monty, good evening to you. Orchids, that's sick. And welcome back, Monty, as well. You somehow continuously find... You're not following me, but you somehow continuously find me. It's so interesting. It's interesting how that works. But it's good. It's good. Nita, welcome back. I think I already said that. Yeah, I think I did. Out walking, that's good. That's gonna that will help you start to feel a little bit tired and feel a little bit better. What did I do today? Danita, what did you say? I don't like the is he ignoring me? Is he mad at me comments, because even if I was, I wouldn't actively do it on the stream. I wouldn't do it. It wouldn't happen. I'm not going to sit here and like act mad at people and make a big deal and a big show out of things. So if you said something, I either didn't see it or had no idea what to say to it because it didn't make any sense to me at all. That's all it is. Because as you can see, I do my best to respond to every single person, and none of you guys are actively being rude to me, so I wouldn't be upset about anything you said. Sometimes TikTok does censor things as well. That does happen as well. That's for sure, Shauna. That is for sure. Anyways, I was just trying to get back at Stephanie. What did I do today? I worked a lot. I worked all day. Came home, did a few things around the house, got ready for the stream, and now here we are. Simple day. But long day. Came in a bit late because of work. Yeah, I mean, Nita, you weren't that late. You're doing pretty good, actually. You're doing pretty good. Yeah, and I think, yeah, Sophia gets it. Sophia gets it. I understand. Sometimes you people, anybody, not just you people, but anybody can feel that they are overthinking something, or I don't respond to your comment, so I must hate you. But that's not the case. That's not how it works here. That's never how it's worked. Ever. So if you are ever feeling some sort of negative way, or that I feel some sort of negative way or something, it is not... It's definitely not true on my end, anyway. And thanks, Sean. I appreciate that. Destiny, awesome. I hope work goes great for you. Sounds good, Stephanie. Have a good night. But yeah, no, overthinking happens. I get it. And thank you for liking the live, Remy. Yeah, you're doing good, Nita. You're doing good. Gotta get back to work, but I know you're still on when I clock out, so I'll be back. I might not be. I mean, I want to make sure I prioritize sleep, and it's my own fault that I started late tonight. So it will be a shorter stream than usual tonight. Not that we're ending now, but it will be a shorter than usual stream due to this. So everybody will be able to get a little bit more sleep tonight. You don't even need to have a sensitivity or a dysphoria to it. It's just that these things can be easily misinterpreted and mistranslated over, well, virtually in general. It's just how it works. And I can't, like, have a big thing with everybody in the chat that wants to, like, discuss why I'm upset at them when I'm not, and then I have to go and explain when I never did or said anything to make that the case. So there's not much I can do. My hands are tied here. But at the same time, I can understand that there are things that people say or think, and they send a chat and they think that Jackson can magically answer perfectly accurate 100% of the time, a billion messages, coming up into my face like this. I try my best, though. Much love to you too, Nita, though. Yeah. Starfish was great. Starfish was real good. I remember Starfish helping you out for sure. Yeah, but sometimes it backfires. This is where the good old phrase, you can't make everyone happy, comes into play. Because the more that I am inclusionary, the more that I try to make sure that I respond to everyone. The second that I miss something, or the second that I don't respond to something because I don't understand it, or I just don't know what to say in response to it, or the message gets sent, whatever the multiple possibilities of this could be, it now means I hate you. Because normally, I am inclusionary. I do respond to everybody. And so you see it backfires instantly. Because anytime anything goes slightly awry, we see Exhibit A. And so that's too bad. That's too bad. But once again, you have to understand that you can't make everybody happy. You never can. And that is why I always say, like I said in the Discord tonight, don't live in a way that you're constantly worried about what other people think about you. You just go with your vibes. You just do what you think is right. Hate is a strong word. And nobody else saw it because, once again, like I said, TikTok can filter things. Hate is a strong word, but once again, Melina, if you don't know this by now, I'm very careful about what I say. I say the words that I mean to say. So, yes, thank you for letting me know what a strong word is and what isn't and everything like that, but obviously I am very careful about what I say. Everything that I'm saying has a purpose. It has a purpose. I'm trying to illustrate a point using the words that I very much know the definition to. And thank you so much, Sophia. I really do apologize. No, I appreciate that so very much. Insomnia's hitting Danita hard. That's too bad. That fucking sucks. It does. Insomnia seemed to be hitting the community pretty rampantly lately. Luna's a longtime sufferer of it. I'm sure there are more. There's definitely more. I know that. But I know Dana's been really bad with it. Danita, as we've seen, is having a hard time with it. A lot of shit going on. A lot of insomnia stuff going on, unfortunately. Is Arya in the community, Remy? I don't think she is, right? You're just referring to her kind of being like taking your phone, right, and messaging through your account. I only ask because I don't think I ever put an account of hers face to the name. You know what I mean? Dark Soul, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think in a bad way is what I was thinking that you were saying it, Melina. I'm just saying that I know. I know what hate means. I know how strong of a word it is. Tracy's got the insomnia. Yeah. Scripture indeed. Preach it, Jackson. Preach it, Jackson. Remy says, I don't think so yet, just when she was here. She may have followed you the other night, but I'm not sure. Okay, just checking, because I wanted to know. Like, is there someone in the Discord or in the chat here that we've been welcoming to that, great. They've been a good addition to the community and everything, probably. But I didn't know it was Remy's daughter. No. Okay, this was just her being in the chat through your account. You kind of had the surrogate account for hers. I see. Cool. Very cool. Yeah. I'm glad you appreciate it. And yeah, it's been nice to have her jump in every once in a while. It's fun. It's fun. She seems to enjoy it, It's a good place. It's a good place. I might, fire off an occasional expletive here and there, but really I keep it pretty chill. For most people. 20K already. Wild. Kels, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. Kels, thank you for liking the live, and Shauna, thank you for liking the live as well, and Luna, thank you for liking the live as well. Rivers, you too. That's very sweet, Remy. Exactly. She's got good taste like her mom. And thank you for that as well, Shauna. I'm glad to hear it, Kels. You're in the right place. Thank you for liking the live as well, Sophia. Yo. Yeah, I mean, we have enough people liking the live that it just goes so fast. So fast. Thank you for the love you so much, Kels. Much love back to you. Appreciate that. You go ahead and keep practicing, Melina. Practice makes perfect, doesn't it? We got another feather mask up in here. Thank you so much, Shauna, for the feather mask. And thank you for liking the live, Danita, as well. And Danita was going to agree with Shauna. That's very good, Danita. Very good. Yeah, I think I say you're in the right place almost any time someone joins the stream and then says that they're happy to be here or something like that. No, I'm not, Ken. Not tonight. It's not every night. It's most nights, though. But not tonight. Tonight's one of the nights that isn't included in the most. I usually alternate between a lot of different ones. Welcome back, Kales. Indeed. Fucking A, what was I saying? Yeah, tea. Many different kinds. What? Turmeric, ginger, hibiscus, holy basil, spearmint, lemon balm, green tea. And there are others, but those are some. I do every week, Kales. I do every week. I don't stay clean shaven all week at all. And this is barely as bad as it gets. Barely. So you either got to go look at some of my videos on my page or come in the stream later in the week and focus on this. Focus on this fact because you'll notice it now. Because, yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing. But every single week it is the same. It is the same. It starts out this way, which is kind of still almost clean shaven, to be fair. And then later in the week, it goes. You're here. Welcome back, Zoe. I'm good. How are you? I'll probably never do that, Kills. Probably never do that. I don't really have the kind of face that I feel like... I don't know. I think a beard is an easy way to mask facial imperfections. And now I know that some people just like beards and that's fine, but that's not the kind of man that I am, that I feel like I want to really... And I've said this on the live so many times. So again, like I get that comment multiple times here and there. But I don't really feel or want to hide my face at all. I really like the way it is, and I like the vibes of myself when I'm just more on the not grown out side of things. And I have done that a time or two, and I don't like it. And again, that's just my personal... It's not that other people didn't or don't like it. It's just that I personally don't. Love it. Could change, though. I haven't always been the same exact person that I was, right? None of us are. Life changes you. Your experiences change you. And that's great to hear, Shauna. I'm really glad to hear that. I am. And I don't think you're alone in that. I do not think you're alone in that. It's the vibe, for sure, Sophia. Thank you, Zoe. Ha! I feel like you're fucking joking, Kales. That's funny as shit. That is the exact antithesis to anything I would ever do or want to do. If I was going to grow out my facial hair, it would be all even. It would be all the way around, the same length, no fancy little designs, or shave everything off but leave the chin, or shave everything off and leave a mustache, or anything like that. Fuck no. That's just not me, though. That'd be funny as shit, though, if I did. I'll give you that. I'm curious what it looks like, too, but there's ways I could fucking copy and paste a handlebar mustache on my face. And I know that's not perfect. I wouldn't perfectly, but it'd at least like change my perspective enough to be able to like see it and tell. Thank you so much, Shauna. Appreciate it. Danita, Lana Del Rey's fine, yeah. I don't regularly listen to her, but She's a good artist, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Sophia. If I had a complete mustache, a complete mustache, not a partial mustache, a complete one, I would also be questioning everything. I would be questioning myself if that happened. Mutton chops, yep. Yep, Kales, there we go. That's definitely in style. That's my style. Hey, Kat, welcome back. Did I say thank you, Zoe? I think I did. Thank you, Zoe. Thanks for liking the live, Rivers. We're almost another 10K up. We're almost at 30 now. Incredible. Very good work. It's because you guys are putting in serious work. And it's a decent amount of you, too. A decent amount of you are putting in some serious work. So, we achieve it as a team. Yes, indeed. Rivers, those stickers are accurate. Accurate. Yeah, I've been seeing like Shauna, Remy, Danita, Destiny. All going hard. All going hard on that like button. And Sophia too, if I didn't say that already. Yeah, teamwork will work. It's got work in the name, right? So, naturally. Shauna, those stickers are great too. Yeah, I do, Alba. I play most instruments. Most instruments are instruments that I play, yeah. There's only a select couple that I don't. Drums is one of the primary ones for me. If there's one of my favorites, drums is up there. And one of my favorites to play, too. Yeah, and one of the ones I'm best at. Remy with the feather mask. Goddamn Remy. Look at you. Look at you. Elven Crown for me. And Remy just hit level 19. Look at that. What instrument don't I play? Very good, Alba. Very good. Nice work. I'm proud of you. Yeah, you definitely can, Danita. You guys draw me all the time, and I always love it. I always love it. Even if it's just practice. Even if it's not like the final draft. Even if it's just like, yeah, practice. That's totally fine. Definitely send it once you're done. And I don't, that's a good question though, Shauna. I don't really have one. I don't have one that I don't know that I really am yearning to learn. I know all the ones that I want to be able to play. So 30K already. Look at that. Yeah. And bagpipes are one of the 3 that I don't know how to play. But yeah, I just don't really like feel the need. Feel the need to learn anymore. Like I'm happy with what I have. And I can only devote my time to so many things. Welcome back, Hugo. The most recent one. I don't know. I don't know. I learned most of my instruments I probably learned pretty early on. Yeah, I really did. Guitar might be the most recent one, to be fair. Well, maybe drums. I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't want to give you an inaccurate answer. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, hard? Hard? I don't know about that. It's just hard for me to answer accurately, but not so much hard like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Two different types of hard. So I'll still give you hard. Yeah. That's a pretty accurate descriptor, I think. Hedge, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks, Ken. I got me a little book collection indeed. Those are some of my faves. They are. They just so happen to be. Good night, Rivers. I do have to go to sleep too in a few. I certainly do. But what is my favorite fruit? Probably blueberries, I think, would be an accurate answer to that for me. It's probably be some of my favorite ones. Some of my favorite ones. Faulkner's good. Yep. Yep. Ken, indeed, indeed. Is your homework due tomorrow, Zoe? Cherries are good too. Yeah, well, blueberries, they're good. Yeah, I like pineapple by themselves. I mean, because again, the caveat is I love all fruit. There's no fruit that I don't like. You know what I mean? So, I love them all. But if I had to pick a favorite, hey Amelia. Yes, I have. So is it due tomorrow? Oh, end of the week. Okay, well then don't panic. It's due at the end of the week. And it's, guess what? It's not the end of the week. Not yet. It's not the end of the week yet, so you're good. You're good. You can still get it done at home even. I'm the one talking about blueberries, damn it. Yeah, well, they're not the easiest. Not the easiest to grow, to be fair. Thank you, Marion. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, then why are you saying it's to do with the... I don't know how to respond to this, don't understand it, so I'm just going to not be able to answer it. Now, for those of you that were part of the conversation earlier, this does not mean that I hate you, okay? Whoever finds themselves in this situation where you're not making any sense, I'm not going to respond to it because you're not making any sense, but that doesn't mean I hate you. That is correct, Zoe. You do consistently make 0 sense. Not all the time, though. I'd say you're on a 65, 35 sort of fraction here. Because more often than not, you do make sense. It's just that other little bit of times that I just don't think anyone understands you. But that's only on a textual basis. That's not... If you were trying to verbally explain things, I think it'd be a lot better. But anything can get all fucked up via text. Anything can. That's not anything having to do with, like, your intellectual ability or anything like that. Chakra! No, it is not Ken. Chakra! Thank you for the heart me. I really appreciate that. Shauna, thank you for the super popular ×5. Super popular, Shauna. Goddamn. Danita with the hobby question. I don't know. Like, you almost always don't. Yeah, I mean, if you're actually actively trying to follow a subject that's being followed, but usually that's not the case, I don't think. Shauna, thank you for the legend crown. Chakra, thank you for the happy hat 26. Incredible, Chakra, thank you so much. And welcome back to the stream, by the way. Shauna, thank you for the legend crown. Incredible. Incredible. A hobby that I've always wanted to try, though, Danita. I just don't. Okay. Try is that's a hard one, because when it comes to hobbies that I've always wanted to try, I think I've tried them, but I'll give you a answer that I can answer better, which is a hobby that I've always wanted to get better at would be skateboarding. I do always have enjoyed skateboarding, but it doesn't come easily to me. It takes a lot of work, and I've put in a lot of work when I was a lot younger. But yeah, these days, I'll never have time. It's so low in my priority list that it's not going to make it. Like, there's no way I'm going to, like, put in the hours that I used to as a kid. But I could never get good, so it frustrates me that I could never get super good. Maybe someday I will. But again, that's one I've already tried. That's one I've already put many hours into. So it doesn't technically answer your question, but it is an answer to your question. In some way, shape, or form. Kind of, a little bit. Pottery's a good one, Chakra. Pottery's a good one. Diamond painting sounds interesting. It does sound interesting. I'm not super familiar with that one. But Chakra, I've actually tried pottery quite a few times, and it is pretty nice. It's pretty relaxing. It's a nice art form, and it's not easy. It's not easy. It's definitely pretty difficult to make anything decent. It's pretty easy to make basic things, I suppose. Once you get like the basics taught to you, but once you start making good things, that's hard. And like you can put designs into the pottery that you make via the pottery. Like there's little scrape tools and stuff like that where if you like make a bowl, you make the bowl and then you have like this serrated knife edge that you kind of like if it's a horizontal knife blade, you can kind of angle it like this and let the bowl run on the pottery wheel and drag all around the bowl, and you move it up and down a little bit, and it adds like this crazy serrated wave design to the bowl. Like there's little things like that you can do, but all of this stuff is entirely predicated on your ability to understand the pottery wheel, how fast it goes, and you're controlling the pottery wheel with your foot like a gas pedal. It's wild. It's wild. And you got to make sure you have all the right water amounts, because if the pottery gets too dry, that's not good. But if you get the pottery too wet as you're, trying to get it malleable, then it's a whole thing. It's super relaxing too. It's a super relaxing thing. Yeah, Danita, let's go. Same. Yeah, when I was a kid, I started out with like a really cheap one, skateboard, and then I realized I loved it, so I got a really good one. So I know it's not the board, it's just me. I don't know. My mind doesn't work that way as well for that particular task and hobby. And I mean, we're humans. We cannot specialize in everything. It's impossible. And that's why we even are where we are, is because every person is unique and has a different strength and has a different way that their brain works, and different proclivities and everything. So it would be really fun, Chakra. It was beautiful. How was it, you ask? It was beautiful. It certainly was. Yeah, exactly. It looks easy, doesn't it? That's what I'm saying. Even the hobbies that look easy are not. When you get up there in the as you increase your level of things that you're creating, it's hard. Yeah. I get you, Sophia. I get you. Shauna, thank you for the live ranking crown. Really appreciate that. Yeah. Well, skateboarding can be kind of scary. Even if you're just doing like tricks on the ground. It's like you could break your ankle. You could fall on the skateboard. Like there's so many things that could happen to you just doing stupid tricks on the ground. So I get you. I understand you. I'm glad that my answer to your question as well could also kind of resonate with you. And yeah, without the wheel, right, Zoe? Imagine, welcome back. Nag, hey, what's going on? Thank you for the love, you, Shauna. Much love to you too. It's fun, Zoe. It's fun. Even without the wheel, it can be relaxing. That's what I think it is. I think it's a really relaxing situation. Ralph, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, if only, right? Life would be a lot different and less interesting, I suppose. I think a lot less interesting, too, if we could just be good at everything. If it took absolutely no work. But also, the world would probably be a lot more advanced. Because let's just say I want to be better at nuclear physics or something like that, then, well, now we all have nuclear power and the world is saved or something. You know what I mean? Like, the world would be elevated. All the bad would increase, all the good would increase. And it'd be a very different landscape. Surfing's cool. I never tried surfing. I know that I'm, like, same with skateboarding. I know that I'm partial to it. I'm great at snowboarding. That's something that I'm really good at. Really enjoy doing that. And I'm good at wakeboarding, too. So, board sports are things that I know, and I tend to be good at them. And, like, skateboarding, I'm good enough at. I'm not bad. I will give myself that. But it's just, like, the tricks that I want to know how to do, I'm not... it's just taken me so long to try and get them. So... Thank you for the mermaid ×5, Shauna. Incredible. Look at that. And the finger heart ×25 right back to you. Thank you so much, Shauna. Yeah, you can break anything trying to skateboard. That's for sure. Oh, interesting. Yeah, ice skating's something that I'm pretty good at as well. I do enjoy ice skating. I don't get to do it much as often lately, but when I go, it's like riding a bike, you know. Once you get it down, it's like riding a bike. It's really fun. Practice and patience. That's right. Yeah, well, that's the thing about perfectionism, is that you're never going to be perfect at anything. Like, perfect almost doesn't exist. It's like an unattainable notion in general. But that's the beauty of perfection, is that it forces you to always be better. And ultimately, as long as the fact that you haven't reached perfection, which will never happen, as long as you can understand that and harness that power that it gives you, because it does, then it's actually pretty powerful, to be honest. I was born in November, so Scorpio. Yeah, among other things, you guys always ask me about my hair care, skin care, especially. And then exercise and diet have been at times asked about as well, but not as much as skincare and hair care, right? So yeah, I'm really surprised you've missed the billion times that's been asked, but yeah, I definitely do take care of my skin. It would be absolutely silly and ridiculous if I didn't, considering I take such such good care of all of my body, my organs, every system of my body. It would be absolutely crazy, and I would be so remiss if I completely skipped out on the biggest organ of the body. and the outermost organ that is exposed to all of the elements all of the time. And that is your integumentary system. And your integumentary system is extremely important to take care of. And I certainly do. Yeah. Absolutely. Every single day for many, many years. That is something else I have, just like my nutrition, just like my exercise, just like everything else, hair care, whatever it is, I have it dialed into a science. And indeed. I'll leave it at that because honestly I could have just said yes, but I figured I'd give you the more in-depth answer since I'm amazed that you've been here for so long but haven't heard me speak on that before. I'm just trying to get back to your, hold on. I'm just trying to get back to your messages here. Yeah, that's awesome you took voice lessons though, Shauna. Good stuff. I never did. I never got around to that. I'm sorry you don't know how to ride a bike, but if you don't need to ride a bike, I guess it's fine. Not a huge deal. Yes, you are newer here, Chakra. I wasn't talking to you though. I was talking to Zoe. There you go, Shauna. Perfect voice for it. Yes, Scorpio's a water sign, yep. Tea break for Destiny, good. Joining the rest of the community here with the tea break. Thank you, Chakra, for the beautiful compliment. Yeah, and again, a lot of new people here, so I have no problem answering questions more than once, because highly likely that some of you have heard my answer to this question, and then there's other times when you may not have. But yeah, I did. I think I only had one date that was bad. I think I only had one date that was bad, and it was just a situation where it's happened to a lot of people, and so it's pretty normal and is what it is, but it was just somebody that didn't look like what they purported to look like, and it wasn't like a catfish or anything. No, it wasn't like a catfish, so don't get me wrong there. But it was just a situation where they were still them, right? They still looked like, I could tell that was the person in the photos, but they doctored themselves up so heavily that it was upsetting. Like I got to where I was going to meet them, and I literally just was angry. And it was so obvious as to how angry I was that they could tell, and we just left. Like that was basically it. And other than that, no, I've never had a bad date ever. That's it. That's literally it. Because yeah, every other date in my life has been amazing. Or good, at the very least, you know what I mean? Nice, Pisces. Woo. Good question, though. Ken, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that you appreciate it. I appreciate that you appreciate it. Yeah, that's just my style. I like you to understand the why and the how, as opposed to just the end result. You can give somebody the answer in 2 words, or you can give them the answer plus your knowledge of the facts that make it true. They learn something, you learn something, and you also understand now why and how. And you can also trust that it's at least most likely, look into things for yourself, of course, right? Look into things for yourself. But you can at least a lot more likely believe that it's true. No, I would call catfishing somebody purporting to be somebody that they're not. Like, that's what I would do. That's what I would say. And semi-catfish, I don't even know what that means. I think that it was just a situation where they were really insecure, so they kind of used, it wasn't Photoshop, they just kind of airbrushed themselves to look better or whatever, and took photos in such a way that were like way more flattering than they should be, or whatever it might be. Like, I would have never gone on a date with that person if I knew what they actually looked like. And that's the only time that's ever happened out of all the dates that I've been a part of. So I'll take it. Because a lot of people have had a lot worse, a lot more times. Hey Candy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. When is the date with you, Danita? I don't know. We'd have to see how the date goes, right? I can't tell any of you how a date would go with any of you because I haven't had the date with any of you, right? Interesting question though, Danita. Interesting question. But yeah, there's no way I could reliably answer it. Yeah, well, the first thing you need to do is if you have acne, don't Band-Aid it with medication. Take care of your diet first and exercise. Lifestyle factors greatly influence acne, and those are the reasons and the root causes for it in most cases. So if you skip everything that's actually the root cause and throw a Band-Aid on it, you're not treating the root cause. You're not putting yourself in a good position to have longevity with, well, anything, because now you're setting a precedent that you kind of just Band-Aid things. Whereas if you do start eating a cleaner diet and you start getting more sleep, because sleep is 100% foundational, and you don't start exercising, then... Because if you do those 3 things, which are really the key pillars of health, right, you can probably ameliorate most of your skin issues. And then if that doesn't fully take care of it, sometimes a little bit of something will help. And even if, so once again, you should still do skincare, 100%. You should, because again, that's skin health. Nutrition and sleep especially are going to take care of your skin health from within to without, but skincare protects and helps from without to within. So, I'm in the United States, Candy. Hey, Kellen. I have no idea how many dates I've been on, Zoe. Sorry. Yeah, I just don't know if semi-catfishing is a word in the dictionary, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's just a bolt-on word is kind of how I view it. So, yeah, and that's better than nothing, right? That's better than nothing. Washing your face and moisturizing. Exfoliation doesn't work for everybody. It really doesn't. It doesn't work for me at all. And you shouldn't exfoliate every day at all. There is a method behind exfoliation, and that's again if it works for you. And then there's multiple different types of exfoliation too, that you've got to be cognizant of. It matters what order you're doing your steps in as well, especially if you start adding other things. Because right now it's pretty obvious, right? Wash your face, moisturize. But if you start adding steps in between, make sure that you're getting those steps in the right order, all of that stuff. That's awesome that you're a nurse, Candy. Streaming is one of my things. Streaming is one of my things, for sure. You know, I'm here every day. I do it every day. And the community that you are in the chat with right now and are a part of currently, one of the newer people, of course, but you are the people that allow it to continue every day. And if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing it, of course, obviously. The other big thing I do is music, of course. So, yeah, streaming and music are two huge things for me. Yeah, no, Zoe. But once again, I also was in high school once, and I was able to work around that. It's not impossible. If you really want to get healthy, if you really want to do it, then you can make it work and you can make it happen. I literally, in high school, started planning and cooking my own meals. And I wasn't really like making a ton of money. I was in high school, you know, I might have had like a side job for gas money or something, but my parents, I would say, hey, instead of taking that extra money to buy more food for the rest of the family dinner that's going to, you know, give me that part of the portion of that primary dinner, can you buy me these couple of ingredients that I need to make what I've planned out for myself? And boom, there we go. Now you're cooking at an early age, which is an extremely important life skill. And you're also getting healthier by your own hand. And you're taking the reins on your health and nutrition in that sense. Yeah, but I'm not talking about lunch. Obviously, if you have certain constraints in your life where your parents don't allow you to do this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that, then okay, like obviously I have no idea what your life is like, right? But all I can do is give you the best advice that I can. If they would let you make your own dinner, if they would buy you the ingredients that you've asked them to buy for dinner, boom, there you go. There's at least one win, you know? And maybe none of that's possible. Okay, great. Candy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community officially. And thank you. I'm glad that you like my eyes. I really appreciate that. And also, yeah, it kind of sounded like internet slang, Ken, which is fine. It describes it, right? It describes it. It's 2:30 in the morning, Destiny. They will do that. I figured they would, Zoe. I think most parents are pretty reasonable with it, right? Some aren't. And you know, some parents will take it as a literal affront to their parenting, and they'll be like, what, you don't want to eat what we have to make, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, but that's a them problem. That's an insecurity on their part, because when you ask to plan and make your own meals, not only are you asking to, can I actually start to develop my own life skills, but can I also get healthy because I want to, you know, start exercising or take the reins of my health or whatever it might be. Your parents, instead of being, you know, insecure, if you had parents like that, they really shouldn't be like that. Not good, not good. So, there you go. There you go, Zoe. That's kind of the exact, with your brother, that's kind of the exact thing I'm talking about, yep. That's exactly what I'm talking about, pretty much. That's awesome, Shauna. Nice life skills, nice and early. I'm glad to hear it. That's good stuff. Did I drop that shit? No, I didn't. Okay. And that's awesome, Remy. It's good to let her help you. It's a different situation if she was like, you know, getting older and she was like, hey, Mom, I'd really like to like meal prep some things and I really want to get like super healthy and in depth or whatever, as much as you would allow me to, because I know you're not going to go and buy like a billion different things, but a few things that I could throw together for my own healthy meals. Then it becomes, well, I don't really want to eat that maybe as the parent, let's say, for instance. And that's the case when you kind of have to be like, okay, like, yeah, sure, I'll get you those few things and that's fine. And you can learn to cook them and that'd be cool. And we can still eat together when we eat, right? And there it is. But until that point, I mean, that's incredible parenting, Remy. Like, and that again, that point may never happen. That point may never happen. Not everybody wants to. I don't think anyone. I know not a single other person in my family ever did what I explained that I did in high school and stuff like that. So, but you guys know me. That is something that you're probably not surprised about at all. I'm not surprised about it looking back on myself. Funny enough, like, I'm like, yeah, that makes so much sense. Like, I was always gonna be me. Isn't that fucking funny, right? Isn't that fucking funny? You were always gonna be you. And that's like one of the most veridical statements that you can make. Literally one of the most veridical statements you can make possible. You were always going to be who you are. And it's kind of an obvious statement, but it sounds very profound. Thanks for liking the live, Shauna, and thank you. I'm really glad that you think so. Much love to you too, Shauna. Thank you. Yeah, Remy, so you know what those life skills are, how valuable they are. I mean, what did I eat today? I had a fucking massive stir fry, basically. A wide, diverse range of vegetables in a nice stir fry sauce, and I mean, it was incredible. It was incredible. I don't eat very often. I don't eat frequently. I eat 1 or 2 times per day. And so my 1 or 2 times per day that I eat are bigger than what somebody who eats 3 times a day would eat, obviously, because I still get the same or more amount of calories out of my day, but I just eat them in a shorter time window to allow for autophagy to occur in my body. You honestly don't want to be consistently. If you really want to take health to that level that I do, you don't want to be digesting the entire day. It's legitimately not good for you. Now, obviously, if eating 3 times a day is the only way that you can get enough calories, okay, cool. But constantly being in a fed, digesting, resting state is not really what your body was ever designed to do. We haven't changed that much since we first evolved into Homo sapiens. Evolution takes far longer than a couple, 100,000 years, let's say. And our ancestors were not eating 3 times a day. Now, granted, we don't want to go back and do everything our ancestors did, but in this case, this is one of those things where our body is attuned to only be able to go through the process of autophagy, which is the cleaning out of dead and cancerous and damaged cells to make room for the new ones when you are fed. When you are in a fed and digesting state, your body is not going through that process at all. And so that means that you might be in that state for 3 hours a day at most, because it takes a lot longer than you think to digest food. As a result of this, when you cut even just one of those meals out and increase the amount you eat in the other 2, or better yet, 1, and increase the amount that you would have eaten in the previous 2 and add it to the 1, you're now within that beautiful autophagus state, and fasting in a time window anyway, your time restricted eating, for most of the day. Anyways, Max, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Remy. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, Zoe, maybe. But listen to your body, I would say. You got to listen to your body, because if you're not hungry, then your body might be telling you something, right? You may just be eating enough. Maybe you're not, but in a lot of cases, sometimes we put that pressure on ourselves that, well, compared to, this person over here, well, they're not you. They don't have the same life as you. They don't have the same caloric requirements or anything like that. So it varies. It varies. Maybe you're eating enough, but if you're saying I should probably eat more because you feel like I'm starving all day, then that's probably not a good thing, and you should eat more. But who knows? I don't know. Always hungry, yep. Yep. Then maybe you should. Maybe you should. But I've got to go. And before you say it, Zoe, you literally came in for what, like 30 minutes last night, and you had to leave way before I ever ended the stream. So I don't want to hear it, because I gotta go. It's almost 3 a.m. I'm gonna get no sleep at all, as usual. I love you guys so very much. Danita, thank you for liking the live. Thank you for all the new people that have come join the community. I will see you guys tomorrow, of course. Have a great night. Thank you all for the beautiful questions, beautiful comments, and just for being yourselves. I love you all so very much. It is sleep time for all of us, other than people that live within other time zones. Thank you all. We have 44K likes. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Impressive. Impressive. Great work, everybody. Thank you, Destiny. You too. Thank you for addressing me properly there. Thank you for addressing me properly as well, Shauna. Much love to you too, Remy. And good night, Zoe. Good night, Shauna. Oh, thank you for addressing me properly as well, Remy. Good night to you too. Have a good night, Ken. All right, all right.